Greetings everyone, this is First and 2753 with a new series from Geopolitical Simulator 4, Make the Ukraine Great Again. This is a city recommended by subscriber Lucas Smelkovs. Hopefully I said your name right there, Lucas, sorry if I didn't. This was an interesting suggestion because it had specific goals, 5 different specific goals in this series. Goal number 1 is going to be to... Actually, let me just give you a quick overview of the Ukraine, and then as this game's loading up, I'll tell you the goals. So, the Ukraine, as the government, is a republic. It is a semi-presidential republic. I'm not sure what that means. Right-wing political tendencies, with 24 different regions, $134 billion GDP, which I think is pretty high. I don't know where exactly it ranks in the world, but I think it's up there. The growth, however, is down 9%, which is an issue. We'll have to turn that around. Unemployment is up 11%, and inflation is 45%. This is killer. This is a tough situation. There's an election in, I guess that's 4 years almost, a little under 4 years. And there is a $335,000 person army, no nuclear weapons, and GDP per capita is 3,000 per capita. So this is going to be a challenge, especially with the Ukraine and the precarious situation that it is in today. My party is the Union of the Democratic Right, and it is a right-wing tendency. That's them right there, I guess. 33% of the parliament. There is a left-wing group, Ukrainian Christian Union. I'm assuming they're right-wing. Conservative Liberal Party, I don't know where that is, and these look like the more liberal parties. United Center Left, Liberal Democratic League, Ukrainian Liberal Front, and the Ultra Conservative. Okay, they're going to be on my side too. Alright, so this is the situation we are in. So, as was recommended, the goals for this theory, there are 5 specific goals, which is one of the reasons why I'm taking this recommendation, because I thought it sounded pretty cool. Those 5 specific goals are going to be to 1, end the conflict, the civil war going on in the Ukraine, which is between the Ukrainian government and the East Donbas Liberation Union Front. So, ending that civil war is one of the goals. I guess it doesn't specify how I have to end it. Do I allow them autonomy? I'm going to try not to. I guess I'm going to try to put down the rebellion as a whole. Goal number 2 is going to be to join the European Union. Goal number 3 would be to join NATO. Goal number 4 is to develop a nuclear weapon. And goal number 5 would be to retake Crimea, the Crimean Peninsula. I think that's going to probably be the hardest thing to do, because Russia is huge. A very big country, Russia. Mother Russia. Take a look at the government budget real quick. And let's see, total income, $64 billion. We have a budget deficit of 6.1 or close to $6.2 billion. And total public debt is not that high. That's not that high, I don't think. 122,000. Public debt as percentage of GDP is less than 100%. That's actually not bad. It's not a horrible situation. Better than the current United States government debt situation. So we're gonna have to look at these taxes. We have a 20% sales tax. Income taxes are pretty low in this country. Tax on a large fortune, that usually doesn't pay too much. Inheritance tax is already pretty high. That's one way we can gain revenue. Real estate tax, I don't want to raise those. Gun taxes, I have a conservative party. Employer social security payments and employee social security. Company tax is almost 30%. I'm going to try to cut that, I think, in order to increase employment. And then I might go with this old favorite here from the Barbados series, company turnover. This makes people forces businesses to hire people for salary positions, which I think provides more job security. because I've noticed the employment rate going up in the Barbados series as I've raised that tax. So that tax will actually give me about $1 billion. So I think that's going to be the first thing I propose. And usually with series, I will try to go for like a positive, eliminating the budget deficit and cutting out the debt. That's as my approach to most games is pretty much to try to cut out the debt, and then once I have it cut out, then use the money to invest in the economy and stimulate things and everything and cut taxes and all that stuff. But in this game, I think the situation is much more precarious than in other situations. You've got huge superpower Russia over here, which is threatening the starting to encircle almost the Ukraine, and then one of its close allies with Belarus just to the north. So precarious situation. Two big countries, two big threats here, and then additionally you have the East Donbass group down here, which is the rebellion that we're trying to repulse. Now, looks like their situation, they're not like too aggressive towards us here, so maybe we could try to resolve the issue. They have 40,000 fighters, 12,000 mercenaries, tanks, 155 tanks, 360 armed, so they're pretty well armed here, and they're a conservative rightist regional group. So I gotta work on cutting them down. One thing I'm gonna do right off the bat, I think, and actually one thing I'm gonna do right off the bat is get one of those laws passed. So let me just start off with that actually, and I'm gonna raise the tax on company turnover here, which will give me about $1 billion. Of course, not everyone's gonna like this, so we gotta go ahead and make a reform here. New reform 1, and let's go ahead and create the reform. And to appease other people, what am I going to do? I want to cut the company taxes to help reduce unemployment, so we're going to add that. Yeek, that's a big chunk there. That's not everything. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and add that because I do want to improve employment. And in order to actually get the thing passed, we're going to go back to the old bread and butter, get that pornography tax up there, attach that to the bill. That should seal the deal, hopefully. Yes, 52% of Parliament will approve, and it looks like 58% of my party and 58% of the Christian Union are going for it. The Conservative Coalition is against, and most parties are against this bill. Well, actually, it's 50-50 here with a lot of this liberal coalition. Okay, that's interesting. So that will go ahead and that will pass. What date will it pass on? I don't know. It's going to pass on the 12th is when we'll be done with that one. Alright, so that's pretty good. And I might as well go ahead and do the old health reform to cut some more cash. Get myself some more cash. Where is that? And that helps to boost popularity usually. So we're gonna cut down reimbursements for doctor visits and for hospital treatment, which creates 2.5 billion. That's huge. And then we're gonna go ahead and boost all these small things. AIDS, cancer, handicaps, people, yep, geriatric department. Good, vaccinations. Yeah, we can go ahead and get vaccinations in there. I think maternity is a little expensive, but I am going to give maternity leave. Ooh, maternity leave's huge. Yep, can do that. How's maternity? Ah, take maternity, not maternity leave. Fully fund the maternity wards, I guess. And what else could we throw in there? That'll work. Occupational medicine, hygiene, and maintenance of establishments. That's fine. Modern medical equipment. That's fine. Okay. So this looks pretty good. Psychiatric departments. Yep, that works. Alright, so we all a whole bunch of good stuff there. Emergency departments. That works too. Alright, that's gonna save us about 1.7 billion. It's gonna be a big hit right away, but we're gonna have all these different groups that will be in favor. That's gonna free up a lot more cash, and I'm gonna use this cash to go ahead and fully fund the Secret Service. These guys are gonna get everything is gonna get fully funded because this is a hostile situation, and I just need everyone on board, and that's about $700 million. And yeah, let's go ahead and confirm that we'll get military espionage, political espionage, industrial espionage, counterintelligence, fight against terrorism. We need all that. So lots of moves going on here early on. And I should be cutting the budget somewhat there too. So that should help out. Oh, and with the Secret Service, also, we're gonna have to go right after these groups. East Donbass. Let's infiltrate and let's knock them down. Let's knock them down a peg or two. And we go after the Russian Mafia too. Get them out of the Ukraine. And then managing networks. All right, I don't need people in all these countries. Argentina, no. Why Argentina? There we go. Angola, no. Belarus, yes. China, eh. Cuba, no. India, I don't know about India. India and Iran. Kazakhstan is a Russian ally. I'm actually going to keep some troops there. Get them out of Nigeria. Get them out of Pakistan. Definitely keep them in Russia. Probably keep some in Syria. See what's going on there. Venezuela, no. Vietnam, no. Alright, that's going to free up 121 agents. Why do I want to keep them in India, China, and the Ukraine? Because they are nuclear powers, and I may try, I don't know if I can steal the nuclear technology from them, because that is one of the goals, to develop a nuclear weapon. I might have to just steal one, or steal the technology. Let's go ahead and confirm these moves right off the bat. And that sort of narrows things down. Let's bump up Belarus. I think I'm going to put like 50 agents in Belarus. 51, 50. And then Russia, I think I'm just going to go ahead and... Can I get like 100? No. Let's do 80. 80, oh, that's too many. 80 agents in Russia, leaving me 26 agents. Now, because they are probably going to be an enemy right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and get political spying. I don't know if this is how much good this is going to do me, because I can't, even if I bring this in front of the United Nations, Russia can always veto it. But I'm gonna get the I'll get the dirt anyways with them, and I'll see what we can do. And we're gonna go aggressive. Let's go ahead and do industrial spying on China, industrial spying in India, and industrial spying in Iran. Not sabotage. Political spying. There is no industrial spying. Alright, so let's get out of Iran. I don't think we need anyone in Iran. Alright, so we're getting aggressive with the Secret Services, but we do have everything fully funded, so we should be fine there. And that's how I'm going to try to handle this situation. Hopefully they'll cut back on East Donbass. The other thing is I'm going to try to form my own international coalition. So I do need to set up appointments with certain countries, particularly the European leaders. I have to get into NATO, and I did do a playthrough for a couple months, for like a month I think, maybe January and like half of February, just to see what could be done with Ukraine. I tried to join NATO, I tried to join the European Union. NATO, one country rejected me. I don't know which country that was. So we're going to have to try to figure out which country rejected NATO and me getting into NATO and sort of like buddy up to them. The European Union rejected me along the lines of human rights violations. So apparently there are some human rights that I have to clean up here a little bit. And so I'm going to try to establish some trade agreements with European leaders. I'm going to try to pinpoint which country would have voted against me. Is Czechoslovakia part of NATO? Because that looks like one. The other one, Moldova. You know what? I should send some spies into Moldova too, because that's an area of expansion possibly. It's a pretty small country. It's not in NATO. And it is a Russian ally, I believe. They have some sort of relation with Russia. Serbia. Let's go ahead and create a network of agents here. 15 agents, and then we're going to go for political spying. Alright, and then we're going to have to meet with a bunch of these countries. France, Spain, UK, Germany, Poland, Turkey. Try to bring them all along as allies. And I think the United States, too, I can bring in as an ally. So that is the situation that the Ukraine is in. We're going to try to make it great again. When was it great in the past, you ask? I do not know. Maybe people can comment. I don't know a lot about Ukrainian history. I know that it's an area constantly, especially the Crimea, constantly contested area. This is the area that Hitler wanted in World War II, the Lebensraum area, living space for the German people. Very fertile region, a lot of rivers flowing into the Black Sea. I think at one point it was called the breadbasket of Europe. It's on this Russian flat plain, which has been susceptible to nomadic invasions from the east. The Huns, the Mongols, all different groups throughout history have invaded through the Ukraine. And again, hotly contested area. There was a Crimean War in the 19th century between the British and the Russians. So, they're used to conflict in the Ukraine. And we're going to see if we can survive this. I'm going to go ahead and just play through a day just to see the impact of those moves that I made. And then I'm going to have to take some time and analyze the situation. But this was just like a introduction, general overview of this new series, Make the Ukraine Great Again. And let's speed this up and get through the end there. There are groups in Russia too that I could try to help fund. Oh boy. Oh, that worked out pretty well. Alright, so things worked out well in the end there. Anti-terrorism, public finance. We got a huge bump. That was a huge bump. Alright, health, old folks, family, women's rights, handicapped people, genetics. I should look in the associations too. I haven't looked at those yet. Fight against cancer, fight against AIDS. Industry was not favorable, but that was because of that turnover tax. I had to get money from somewhere. Anti-terrorism, huge. All right, so let's set up some opponents.
You're really peachy keen.
Let's get her endorsement. You're good.
Undeniably, you have
Family
inside
committee
you
will
the
get her endorsement, hopefully. Okay.
Undoubtedly, you will remain the
Women's
face of the
Association will
combat.
get her endorsement. Okay. Human sharing, the humanity group. They really like us. Okay.
You are giving our country
And
a big
the
breath of fresh...
ecology group. Good. And then we're going to have to start meeting with some of these superpowers and get them in our alliance. We'll meet with the German Chancellor, sorry. We're going to have to meet with France. Meet with the UK. A lot of meetings. We'll meet with Poland. Okay. And meet with Turkey. These are all NATO countries. I should probably meet with Spain too. Let's go ahead and meet with Spain. I think they're in NATO. Oh, who's that? Austria? Austrians. Arnold. Okay. The United States is the next big one that we have to meet with. And I'm going to have to develop a trade strategy for what deals I want to make with these different countries. And that's going to take some time. I don't want to make too many deals. Ooh, with pretty good relations with Greece, too. Look at that. Yeah, so I don't want to make too many deals because I don't want to stimulate the economy too much. We have that inflation disaster going on, which tells me that I probably should raise the interest rates. 7.5. Let's bump this up to 10% interest rates. Yeah, that's a big one. Let's just bump it up to 9.5. I don't know. It's a big change. I'm nervous making big changes in this game. It's a 2% hike. Let's go for it. Okay. Those are my initial steps for making the Ukraine great again. It's been about 20 minutes. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoy the series. Again, please feel free to comment down below. The 5 goals, again, make the Ukraine great again. We are going to join NATO. We're going to join the European Union. We are going to end this conflict with East Donbass. We're going to develop a nuclear weapon. And we're going to try to retake the Crimean Peninsula. Those are our goals. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.